Venom Let There Be Carnage does a fine enough job of introducing us to a bigger world that Marvel's character exists in. And of course, at the end of the film, they managed to expand the Venomverse just a little bit more by introducing us to a brand new symbiote offspring that's ripped directly from the comic. So let's talk a little bit about Toxin. So for those unaware, the Toxin symbiote has been in the comics for the better part of 2 decades almost now, so it's been around for a while. Originally, the character did first appear as Toxin at least in 2004. Patrick Mulligan was first introduced as a cop, and of course we see that right here in this film they do the same deal. We get the introduction of Mulligan, who of course works for the LAPD. Throughout the film, he's trying to figure things out in relation to Brock, specifically because he's got some questions. Some things that he wants to bring up in regards to Brock being very close to certain situations that involved Venom, but they can't really prove the existence of Venom or anything like that since everything was burnt down to the ground. Now, when Carnage ends up escaping, Mulligan is caught in the middle of it because in the film we find out that he was directly involved with the quote death unquote of Carnage's partner, aka Shriek. So there's some vengeance and revenge here. At the end of the film, in the final act, we see that Patrick has been captured by Carnage and he is presenting Mulligan as a gift to Shriek so she can kill him. Well, it doesn't go that way. And there is a instance where we see that Patrick is just about killed off. We actually are sort of left to think that he was killed off, but it's right at the end of the film where we see that everybody is going away. We see that Carnage has been defeated and Carnage is officially dead, like 100% dead. Venom escapes. We see the LAPD and everybody converging. We see that Patrick is very much alive. And the last time we see him is his eyes open and they start glowing because now he has a symbiote in him. And we saw that earlier in the film, there's been plenty of instances where he could get the symbiote inside of him. Now, of course, this would be another offspring of the Venom symbiote, so it naturally gets a little bit weaker, if you will. I mean, the one thing it does have is limited shape-shifting abilities, like not as much as Carnage and Venom to be able to form some of those weapons, and the claws can only come out when he's super angry. But again, it's more of a heroic-ish antagonist slash vigilante-ish figure because of Mulligan having, the whole cop thing. So it'll be interesting to see if that's the route they take in Venom 3, which definitely seems to be the setup, because I assume that Toxin is probably not appearing in the MCU proper, but you never know. Or maybe this character could appear elsewhere, maybe in something that they do with the Sinister Six or Morbius 2, or who knows what their plans are. But it definitely seems like it's a build-up to Venom 3, in my opinion, where you sort of have the symbiote out for revenge, and ultimately probably teaming up with Venom because he is now the lethal protector. So 2 types of lethal protectors, if you will.